Art never asked for anything. Art always said, "What do you need?"
A man walks in off the street. He's homeless. He needs a haircut.
Supportive services,
all kinds of resources.
He needs a job. He needs a place to stay.
It's life and death.
You just hear Art's name, and you hear Art's name with a lot of respect. Art is a Vietnam veteran. I do think it's important that veterans help and serve other veterans.
Art has been instrumental in helping with a range of veteran issues, from homelessness to hiring fairs to skill and job development.
And he's always very considerate and just very helpful. It doesn't matter what time of day. If there's something that he can do to help you or help somebody else, particularly a veteran, he's going to be there to do it.
Part of the warrior ethos is that we never leave a fallen comrade. And that means if you're really going to do that, you would not leave a fallen comrade on a battlefield. And you don't leave a fallen comrade in life either.
the care and compassion that he's individually shown to people along the way are the types of people that live in our community that we should raise up and honor.
If it weren't for Art Fillmore, we would not have that beautiful Vietnam War memorial down on Broadway.
I think after the memorial was built, Art could have very easily have walked away from that, from vets and vet causes and everything, but he didn't.
Art Fillmore is responsible for there being a St. Michael's Veterans Center. Art Fillmore is responsible for starting the Heart of America Veterans Stand Down.
So Stand Down is a concept where veterans that are homeless living on the streets can come together at a common place and take a break from being on the streets.
It's this massive 2-day event. There are so many volunteers that are involved, so much food, clothing, all kinds of resources that come together.
Art was able to decide how to approach that in a meaningful manner, and that was the key. How do you do it, not as a charity, but as a thank you?
We'll have thousands of vets there that all need something, and Art's going from tent to tent to tent to make sure they get everything they need. And by Monday of that weekend, the man's got a haircut, his teeth are fixed, he's got a place to live, and he's got the prospects for some job interviews.
And knowing that that's his vision twice a year, I just love watching him work that way.
So Art did that for 30 years, and he brought people together, sometimes for a day, sometimes it was 2 or 3 days. But then they always went back to the streets, and that just set with Art.
And rather than talk about it, have great ideas about it, they came up with a plan, and they executed the plan, which is how you solve a problem at the highest level.
St. Michael's is the fruition of his vision to create a permanent home where all of these veterans that he had served for 30 years, or veterans like them, could have a permanent home to live in.
Those who've encountered challenges in life can live their lives with dignity, with a sense of safety and security.
It gives them a chance. And a lot of people don't give other people chances. You hear the conversations that they're really proud that somebody stood up for them. And that's the key, somebody standing up, and that's what Art accomplished.
That wouldn't have happened, I don't think, if it wasn't for Art, because he didn't take no for an answer from anybody.
If you know Art Fillmore well, you can't say no to Art Fillmore. He puts the touch on people all over town, and everyone's glad to say yes and pitch in with whatever he's doing.
The guy's got charisma. If nothing else, he's got charisma. And in the Marine Corps, they used to have a saying, either lead, follow, or get the hell out of the way. Art's a leader. He is truly a leader.
I don't know anybody else that's like Art as far as meeting all of the basic needs of veterans, whether it's clothing, whether it's food, definitely housing, that's definitely his big interest. But he has been persistent and consistent year after year after year to bring the right people together to make things happen.
Art Fillmore, with his continued lifetime of service to veteran issues in the Kansas City area, continues to exemplify the Army values of duty, honor, and country long after his service. His legacy will continue for generations here with the St. Michael's Veterans Homeless Center and any range of the other projects that Art Fillmore has been involved in.
He's a blessing. He's definitely a true blessing.